Good evening and welcome to our winter concert. The students and teachers have been very busy preparing for you tonight, so we hope you enjoy the concert. My name is Linda Massini-Pavlov. We have Mr. Dan Hatchfield and Mr. Jake Slajewski, and without further ado, I'd like to introduce our first group, which is Bossa Nova, directed by Mr. Hatchfield.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much, and I hope we have a great concert tonight. We have a lot of good music here for you, and our first group is our brass quintet called Bossa Nova. And to announce our first selection will be our Nayara Miranda on the French horn. So if you could please announce our first song.
Georges Bizet's Farandole is a piece of music that is steeped in history and tradition. This lively tune is the final piece of the composer L'Arlésienne Suite, which was composed in 1872 and premiered in Paris the same year. The suite is based on a play of the same name by Alphonse Daudet, and it tells the story of a woman from Arles, a small town in southern France. Farandole has become a staple of the classical music repertoire, and it is considered one of Bizet's most popular works. We hope you enjoy.
So that piece is normally played by a full orchestra, and not bad for only 5 people. That's a lot of work for 5 instrumentalists. One more round of applause for them, please. And for our final selection for Bossa Nova, we're going to have Salmata Gabizi come up to announce that one.
Joy to the World is one of the most beloved and recognizable Christmas carols, often performed during the holiday season in both religious and secular settings. The lyrics were written by Isaac Watts in 1719, while the music was adapted by Lowell Mason in 1839, borrowing heavily from Handel's Messiah. The tune is lively and triumphant, reflecting the carol's message of longing for a sense of hope and joy. Hope you enjoy.
Thank you so much. And we will be starting with concert band in literally 30 seconds. Okay, thank you so much. I hope you were timing me. 30 seconds on the dot. All right, next up to announce our first song for concert band, it will be Cassidy Jordan, who is also a member of Brassa Nova. Come on up, Cassidy.
Our first selection is a programmatic work named Glaciers. The wonder of nature is demonstrated through 5 musical vignettes. The piece opens with sounds that conjure the image of incredible ice formations that build to grandiose proportions. As the work develops, listeners hear the destruction of the massive ice structure as it crashes into the sea, the glacier survival in the beginning of the cycle once again. Please enjoy a performance of Scott Director's Glaciers.
That was an easy one, I promise. All right. Next up, we have Donovan Lancaster to announce our next song. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Hatchfield. Don't want to read this wrong. Our next selection is a true holiday favorite, Sleigh Ride. This piece was an orchestral standard whose music was composed by Leroy Anderson. The composer had formed the original idea of the piece during a heat wave in July 1946. He finished the work in February 1948. The original recordings of this piece were instrumental versions. The lyrics about riding and sleigh and other wintertime activities were written by Mitchell Parrish in 1950. The orchestral version was first recorded in 1949 by Arthur Fiedler and the Boston Pops Orchestra. Many artists have covered this classic piece, including Bing Crosby, Ella Fitzgerald, and the Rutnitz. We hope you enjoy Sleigh Ride.
All right. Thank you so much for being such a great audience. At this time, I'd like to recognize just a few individuals who recently got accepted into our senior district festival and our junior district festival. These are really tough groups to get into. They auditioned, they spent months preparing a piece of music, went against kids from across the state and this district of Massachusetts, and the top kids, the top scorers get into these groups. So it's really hard to get into. So I just want to recognize for senior district, Wyatt Francis. Can you please stand up? Wyatt Francis. So he was accepted into the jazz band for senior districts, and he also got an all-state recommendation. So good for him. And for junior districts, we have 2 kids who got in. First is Fabian Arancibia on trombone. Can you please? He's somewhere else right now. And Liana Singhal on trumpet. Thank you so much. And next, I'd like to introduce who's coming up for this one. Pat Spillane for the Polar Express. Come on up, Patrick.
We conclude our set with a medley of songs from the film The Polar Express. The Polar Express is a 2004 American adventure film based on the 1985 children's book of the same name by Chris Van Allsburg. Co-written, co-produced, and directed by Robert Zemeckis, the film tells a story of a young boy who on Christmas Eve sees a mysterious train bound for the North Pole stop outside his window and is invited aboard by its conductor. The boy joins several other children as they embark on a journey to visit Santa Claus preparing for Christmas. The song included in the melody are Believe, Hot Chocolate, The Polar Express, and Spirit of the Season. We hope you all have a wonderful Christmas season. And now we better get going before we miss the train.
Thank you so much. And we will be setting up for concert choir. Just give us a minute. Thank you so much for being a great audience. Have a good night.
Thank you for being here tonight. Wasn't the concert band great? Can we give them another round of applause? So our first number is Beady Bum. It's a holiday song. It's by a composer. He was born in 1936, David Edelman, and we hope you enjoy it. So that first piece has a couple of references to Hanukkah. That doesn't start, Hanukkah moves all around. It doesn't start until December 25th this year, so it aligns very much with Christmas this year, and Kwanzaa, which is on the 26th. This next song, We Remember Them, was the senior district audition piece. It's a gorgeous piece. It's by Susan Labar. She was born in 1981. She's an up-and-coming composer. Carol of the Bells is a seasonal classic. We have a tradition that we do it here every year.
Hark of the bells, sweet silver bells, all seem to say, throw cares away. Christmas is here, bringing good cheer to young and old, meek and humble. Ding dong, that is their song, which will bring all caroling. One seems to hear words of good cheer from everywhere, filling the air. Oh, hallelujah, praising the song, God of the carols, telling their tones. In the air, while people sing songs of good cheer, Christmas is here. Ding dong, merry, merry Christmas. Ding dong, merry, merry Christmas. Ding dong, we send on with heaven. Ding dong, dong, ding, merry dong. Dong of the bells, sweet silver bells, all seem to say, throw cares away. Christmas is here, bringing good cheer to young and old, meek and humble. Ding dong, that is our song, which will bring all caroling. One seems to hear words of good cheer from everywhere, filling the air. Oh, how they now praising the sound, God of the carols, how their tones. In the very while people sing songs of good cheer, Christmas is here. Dim, merry, merry, merry Christmas. Dim, merry, merry, merry Christmas. On they send, on without end, their joyful tones to every home. On they send, on without end, their joyful tones to every home. Ding dong, ding dong.
So traditionally, Rhythmics has sung I Want a Hippopotamus for Christmas. This year, we decided we would combine. So the people in the blue dresses are Rhythmics people and blue vests. And that's what we're going to do. This is our final song, so before we finish, I want to thank Mr. Haynes on piano. Thank you so much.
I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. Only a hippopotamus will do. Don't want a dog, your tinker toy. I want a hippopotamus to play with and enjoy. I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. I don't think Santa Claus will mind, do you? We won't have to use our dirty chimney flue. Just bring him through the front door, that's the easy thing to do. I can see me now on Christmas morning, creeping down the stairs. Oh, what joy and what surprise when I open up my eyes to see a hippo hero standing there. I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. Only a hippopotamus will do. No crocodiles or rhinoceroses. I only like hippopotamuses, and hippopotamuses like me too. Mom says the hippo would eat me up, but then teacher says the hippo is a vegetarian. There's lots of room for him in our two-car garage. I feed him there and wash him there and give him his massage. I can see me now on Christmas morning, creeping down the stairs. Oh, what joy and what surprise when I open up my eyes to see a hippo hero standing there. I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. Only a hippopotamus will do. No crocodiles or rhinoceroses. I only like hippopotamuses, and hippopotamuses like me too. They like me too.
Hi, good evening. My name is Jennifer Horton. I'm president of the East Bridgewater Music Parents Association. We're a 501c3 organization that raises funds to support the music program. Everything from recorders for third grade students, assistance with uniforms, measuring, scholarships for graduating seniors, lesson scholarships, field trips. We just started doing assemblies at the Mitchell School, providing chaperones and volunteers. And tonight, I'd like to invite anyone here, if you're not a member and would like to be, please stop at the table on the way out and introduce yourself. We also are selling apparel tonight to raise money for all of those things that I just mentioned. But one of our favorite things is recognizing students for their achievements. And so tonight, we get to award 5 woolly jackets to upperclassmen who have been in the music program for several years. The requirements for earning a woolly are both a combination of their participation in music ensembles from grades 7 through 12, as well as participation in fundraisers. So tonight, I am pleased to recognize Leodante Alphonse, who will be awarded a jacket by his mom. And if we can have all the kids stay up on stage, we're going to do a group photo at the end. Emery Barboza presented a jacket by his mom. Llewellyn Gaffney presented a jacket by her mom. Joseph Jarvio presented a jacket by his dad. And Orson Lizzie presented a jacket by his mom and dad. Congratulations to all of you, and thank you for your wonderful contributions to the music program. And if anyone wants to take a picture, this is your chance.
Before we have rhythmics, I just wanted to give a quick shout out to Sophie Coates. She's our stage manager. And you would never know it, but this is the first concert that she's been fully in charge at. So yay, Sophie, you're doing an awesome job. And all the stage crew. And all the stage crew, thank you so much. We have students on the soundboard as well, so thank you. Ainsley Hyde, Lucy Shaw, Will Sofrino, lots of kids. Thank you so much. So our first number for you is O Holy Night. It's a mixture of Jesu Joy of Man's Desiring, Johann Sebastian Bach, and obviously the traditional O Holy Night carol.
Oh, holy night, the stars are brightly shining. It is the night of our dear Savior's birth. Long lay the world in sin and error pining. worth. A thrill of hope, the weary world rejoices, for yonder breaks a new and glorious morn. Fall on your knees, oh, hear the angel voices, oh, night divine, oh, night when Christ was born, oh, night, oh, holy night, oh, night Fall on your knees, oh, hear the angel voices, oh, night divine, oh, night when Christ was born, oh, night, oh, holy night, oh, night divine. Oh, holy night.
So Rhythmics, we graduated a bunch of seniors last year, so we have 5 right now. We will have 6 in the spring. We are small, but we're mighty, so yes. And for those of you that don't sing and play an instrument, it's obviously a lot harder to balance 5 voices than, say, 16 or 50 in a band. So the jazz band, with 4 or 5 saxophones, it's a similar thing. Although they're all, because they're all playing different parts. This next one is called Jazz Waltz of the Sugar Plum Fairy. It's a takeoff on the Nutcracker Suite. It's by a new and upcoming composer called Pink Zebra. It apparently is a famous person. He or she won't give their identity, so no one knows who it is, but all the choral people are always talking about who is Pink Zebra. But they write a lot of really cool things, and this is a really cool arrangement. On piano, we have Brandon Cyrus, excuse me. On bass, we have Dan Kelly. And on drum set, we have Nick Jordan.
Have you ever seen the sugar plum fairy from the Nutcracker Ballet? She is graceful, strong, and beautiful, magical, mystical, twirling to and fro. Mesmerizing, she is so elegant, eminent, I must admit she could steal the show. Makes you wonder if you're under any spell she fast upon your way. Floating lightly on her toes. Such an enchanting spectacle, one of a kind original. Spinning faster as she goes. Just like a vision from a dream, queen among fairies, she's supreme. Arabesque, Arabesque, and Beret, and Beret, pirouette, pirouette, developing. Bum bum ba ba da ba da ba 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 da. Bum bum ba ba da ya ba da ya da ya da. Bum bum ba ba da ba da ba ba da. Bum bum da da da. Have you seen the sugar plum fairy? Have you seen the sugar plum fairy? Have you seen the sugar plum fairy? Sugar plum fairy, oh. Bum 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 bum. If you see the dancing sugar plum fairy from Tchaikovsky's masterpiece, you'll remember it whenever you hear music with this melody.
This is our last group. I just had a couple of things I wanted to mention. The Wall of Fame, Hall of Fame is up. The seniors are all up there. We acknowledge our seniors every year by putting them on the wall. We wanted to thank Mr. Jeff Turner of Black Thumb Photography. He came in and did our photos. They are beautiful. So please check them out on your way out. They are in color this year, as you probably saw. I also wanted to thank all of the music teachers. There are 3 of us that work here, but all of us are here tonight. Miss Lane from Central, Miss Garland from Mitchell, Miss Anderson from Mitchell. Thank you all for being here. Our retired director of music is here, Mr. Ponte. Thank you also for being here. Mr. S. is about to acknowledge one student. I also wanted to acknowledge while they're on the stage. Nayara, Miranda, can you stand up, please? And Salmada is already standing because she's trumpet. She's in the back. And then Wyatt, Francis, can you stand up as well? So all 3 of them were accepted to Senior District Festival. In addition, Wyatt and Nayara got all-state recommendations. Wyatt on jazz trumpet and Nayara on alto voice. Congratulations. We are far from done. We have the Mitchell concert next Tuesday night, the Central School concert where the Central School students come over on Wednesday morning. Thursday night we have 7th and 8th grade concert here. We hope you'll come out and enjoy those concerts. This weekend we have a few students going to the honor jazz band for jazzers. So we're excited about that. And I think they're ready. So I'm gonna, at this time, give the microphone over to Mr. Jake Slajewski.
Hello, everyone. Thank you very much for sticking it out all the way through to the end. My name is Jake Slajewski, otherwise known as Mr. S. We have 3 songs to play for you tonight. We're going to get ourselves tuned up, and then our first song you'll hear will be Dat Dare. Thank you very much. All right, our next piece, we are going to feature a couple more people. This piece is called A Child is Born. I promised them I wouldn't get that wrong. It is a jazz standard turned Christmas tune. We have a couple of soloists that I'll call out before we start. First, on alto saxophone, Leo Alphonse again. Back there on trumpet, Emre Barbosa. And I'll also shout out our pianist for this one, Jay Hartsgrove. Miss MP stole all of my announcements, so I think we're going to close it off with one last piece for you. Before we go, I want to personally take the time to thank you all once again for staying all the way to the night. Thank you to the Senior Jazz Band for all of their hard work going into this program. 2 concerts in 4 days is never an easy thing to do, but I'm glad all of you were able to pull through, and I'm really proud of all the work you put into this cycle. This group is extremely talented, and I'm excited to see you in all of their concerts in the months to come. I want to thank the rest of the music staff here for all their hard work leading up to this concert, and to all of you, one more time, have a great night. This is Big Mama Cass. Thank you very much.